I made $10,000 while still in college. And no, it wasn't luck, it wasn't crypto, and it definitely wasn't one of those sketchy, get-rich-quick things you see on TikTok. It was stupid simple. And the crazy part? Anyone can do it, if you actually understand how money works. The realization that changed everything. Let's rewind a bit. I remember sitting in my college dorm, staring at my bank balance. $12.73. That was it. I had 2 assignments due, a midterm coming up, and a stomach growling loud enough to get its own Netflix special. I looked around my dorm. Empty ramen cups, textbooks I hadn't opened, and that one poster that said hustle and silence. At that moment, I laughed. Because bro, what silence? I was broke loudly. But then something clicked. I realized that the difference between broke students and the ones who had money freedom wasn't luck. It was leverage. They understood how to use time, attention, and the internet differently. That night, I made a decision. I was going to figure out how to make money while still in school. Not by working more hours, but by working smarter. Step 1. The mindset shift. You're not a student, you're a startup. Every startup has limited time, limited money, and a big dream. Sound familiar? That's literally you. Your time is your capital, your brain is your asset, and your phone, that's your factory. I realized if I could learn to monetize my time and skills online, I could create an income stream that ran while I studied. That's when I stopped scrolling and started building.
Step 2. Identify your simple skill. You don't need to be a genius to make 10K. You just need to identify one simple, valuable skill that people will pay for. For me, it was writing. I realized that businesses, creators, and entrepreneurs online always need content. Captions, blog posts, email newsletters, and they pay well for it. For you, it could be graphic design. Canva plus creativity equals income. Video editing, every YouTuber needs help. Social media management, brands need consistency. Tutoring or note selling, students helping students. Or even flipping items online. You don't have to invent the next billion-dollar idea. You just need to find one small skill that solves a tiny problem and sell it over and over again. Step 3. Start with $0. Use free platforms. I had no money to invest, zero, so I started where everyone can, online. I created a free profile on Fiverr and Upwork, and within a week I landed my first gig, writing an Instagram caption for $10. That's it, 10 bucks. But here's what happened next. I delivered it like it was a $10,000 job. The client loved it. They left a 5-star review. Then another client came, then another. Within a month, I was making $400 a week just from writing part-time. It wasn't magic, it was consistency. If you're good at designing, editing, coding, or tutoring, you can do the same. Start with small tasks, deliver crazy value, build momentum. That's how the $10 jobs become $100 jobs. Step 4. The school-to-income strategy. Now here's where it gets stupid simple. Everything you're learning in school, every class, every subject, can become content or value for others. If you're studying business, make TikToks explaining simple money concepts. If you're an engineering major, start a YouTube channel simplifying tech for beginners. If you're good at math, sell notes or run a study help Discord. You don't have to wait for a diploma to get paid for what you already know. Here's a story. One of my classmates, Jess, was studying psychology. She started posting short videos breaking down personality traits in fun ways, and in 6 months, she had 100K followers, and brands started paying her $500 per post. The school system teaches you to get a job later. The internet lets you build one now. Step 5. The power of compounding skills. At first, I made money through freelancing, but then I noticed something. My clients didn't just want content, they wanted results. So I learned copywriting, then marketing psychology, then social media strategy. Each new skill stacked on the last one, and suddenly I wasn't just a writer anymore. I was a one-person content business. Within 6 months, I'd made my first $10,000. And here's what's wild. Once you hit that number once, it becomes easy to repeat because your skills compound like interest. The more you learn, the more you earn. Step 6. Build passive streams while you learn. Here's the next level, making money that keeps coming in even when you're not working. Once I had a few skills and clients, I started teaching what I knew. I made a digital course called How to Get Freelance Clients as a Student. I priced it at $29 and promoted it on TikTok and Reddit. Guess what? The first month, 18 people bought it. That's over $500 without any extra work. That's when it hit me. You can turn your knowledge into income. If you're a student who's cracked how to study efficiently, make notes faster, or manage your budget, package that into a Notion template, a short ebook, or a mini course. People love shortcuts. Sell yours. It's the same time investment you'd put into an essay, but this essay pays you back. Step 7. Use social media the smart way. Most people waste hours scrolling, but if you flip your mindset, those same apps can make you money. Think about it. Every video you see has someone behind it who's either building a personal brand or selling something. I started documenting my freelancing journey. No fancy gear, just my phone. I'd post short clips about how I got clients, what I learned, and how to avoid scams. Within 2 months, one of my videos hit 100K views. That brought in new clients and affiliate income. You don't need to be an influencer. You just need to share your journey honestly. People connect with stories, not perfection. Use platforms like TikTok, YouTube Shorts, and Instagram Reels. Post your progress, your mistakes, your wins. You'll build an audience and, over time, a personal brand that prints opportunities. Step 8. Learn to handle the money. Now, making 10K is awesome, but keeping it, that's the real flex. The first time I hit that number, I went wild. I bought new shoes, upgraded my laptop, even treated my friends to dinner. Then I checked my account 2 weeks later, and yeah, I was back to square one. That's when I learned about money buckets. I started splitting my money like this: 50% growth, reinvest in skills, tools, or my business; 30% freedom, save or invest for the future; 20% fun, guilt-free spending. That simple system changed everything, because making money is easy, but managing it is how you build real wealth. I started putting small amounts into an ETF, learned about compound interest, and suddenly realized my money could work harder than I could. Step 9. Network like a billionaire, even if you're broke. Here's something most students overlook. The people around you are your first business network. When I started freelancing, I found 3 other students doing the same. We built a small group chat to share clients and ideas. A few months later, we turned it into a mini agency. 4 college kids, 1 Google Doc, and a dream. That agency ended up landing a $3,000 client, all from word of mouth. You don't need fancy business cards or LinkedIn suits. You just need to connect, collaborate, and create, because wealth isn't built in isolation. Step 10. Automate and scale. Once you've proven you can make money, your next move is to make it automated. For me, that meant hiring another student writer to handle smaller gigs while I focused on bigger projects and digital products. That's when I realized making money while you sleep isn't a dream, it's math. You build systems that keep running. You create digital products that keep selling. You let content bring you leads while you study or chill. That's how I went from broke college student to a student who doesn't worry about bills. The truth nobody tells you. Here's the truth they don't teach in school. The world doesn't pay you for your degree. It pays you for the value you create. You can sit in a classroom for 4 years and never make a dime, or you can start now, learn how money moves, and graduate with skills that actually pay. Making 10K while still in school isn't about being special. It's about understanding this one thing. Time is your most valuable currency. You can spend it binge-watching Netflix, or you can spend it building freedom. Either way, time's moving. Might as well make it count. The student millionaire mindset. The best part of starting young is that your risk is low. You have time to fail, learn, and experiment. You can test 10 ideas, fail at 9, and still come out ahead, because the one that works will change your life. Here's what separates the wealthy from the broke. Wealthy people test ideas, broke people doubt themselves. So instead of thinking this won't work, try thinking, how can I make it work for me? Start small, stay consistent, and keep learning. That's how you go from $100 to $10,000. The challenge. So here's my challenge to you. Over the next 30 days, pick one skill, learn it using free resources, offer it online, get your first client or your first sale. Even if you make $50, that's proof it works. Because once you make your first dollar online, your brain changes forever. You'll never look at money the same way again. You'll realize that the system isn't broken, it's just built for people who understand it. Final thoughts. When I look back, that broke college kid with $12 in his account had no idea what was coming, but he made one decision that changed everything. He stopped waiting for opportunities and started creating them. You can do the same. Because the truth is, you don't need to be rich, smart, or connected to make $10,000 while in school. You just need to start and stay in motion. The world rewards action. And once you realize that money is simply a byproduct of value, not time, you'll never be broke again. So if you found this helpful, smash that like button, share it with your broke but determined friends, and subscribe because we're dropping more stupid, simple money moves every week. Remember, you're not too young, you're just early. Start small, think big, and let's make that first $10,000 while still in school, the smart way. This is the Rich Turtle, signing off.